Welcome to Spiritual Awakening family. Beloved Masters, we will acknowledge that these are strange and disconcerting times for all of you, no matter what level of self-awareness you have attained. The teachings and truths you have accepted as your own during this lifetime are gradually being replaced by higher, more advanced teachings and many new, mind-boggling concepts. In order to attain self-mastery, you must develop your superconscious abilities and the more refined powers of the mind. This entails a mental and emotional house cleaning, which means you must seek out and transmute all the old thought forms that are keeping you tethered to the illusional reality of the chaotic lower dimensions. A spiritual, human being gradually becomes aware of and begins to refine the subconscious mind, which leads to a reconnection with the soul self and superconscious mind. This are linked to the vibrational patterns and the expanded wisdom of the higher frequency spiritual realms via the many facets of your higher self. Most likely, at this stage you will begin to get flashes of inspiration via the intuition, which is accelerated through meditation and a turning inward. The power of the mind is thereby enhanced, and the spiritual aspirant begins to view the world and current events from a higher vantage point, which incorporates a larger, more expanded picture of reality. The chakra centers gradually return to balance and harmony, and they begin the process of integrating the higher wisdom of the sacred mind and sacred heart, thus functioning in harmony one with another under the direction of the soul and oversoul higher self. A physical, human being, functioning within the distorted frequency patterns of the lower third, fourth dimensions, uses the subconscious and conscious mind along with a past incarnation's memory overlay. She is mostly outward focused and is strongly influenced by family conditioning, along with cultural traditions and religion. Thought patterns are often distorted and usually self-focused, thereby only seeing the small picture. There are still many young souls in the underdeveloped countries who are functioning in their animal, human nature and are primarily focused on the three lower chakras. At this level, the chakra centers are mostly unconscious mind centers. These dear souls are primarily influenced by the subconscious and limited consciousness minds. They are guided by past life and race memories, and an instinctive, survival mode reality. Most have a very narrow focus on self and family survival. These are the precious souls who will be taken to other pristine planets where the third and fourth dimensional spectrum of polarity, duality, will be in proper balance. These beloved ones will have an opportunity to continue their journey in the physical realms of consciousness in a much more pleasant and nurturing environment. You, the star seed, the way showers on the path, are the ones who are making this possible, for you agreed to incarnate into the densest levels of materiality in order to help lift the conscious awareness of all humanity back into the illumined regions of light and self-mastery. However, you must remember that no matter the age of your soul's consciousness, and regardless of the wondrous and benevolent things you have accomplished in the past, the choice to follow the path of light must be consciously made in every lifetime, every embodiment and every cycle of experience. Many of you are well on your way to discovering the illumined path between polarized opposites. The balance exists in the center of duality. The time has arrived when more and more of you will be tapping into and integrating select vibrational patterns of the fifth dimension and even a limited amount of sixth dimensional frequencies. By connecting with and visiting the etheric celestial city of light in your area, gradually the appropriate frequencies of light will filter into your etheric replica residing in your personal pyramid of light. This rarefied energy will slowly move down your personal column of light into your soul star, the 8th chakra. Your oversoul higher self will determine how much and how quickly you can safely integrate this gift of creator light, to give you a glimpse of what to expect as you gain access to the sub-levels of the 6th dimension via the celestial cities of light. We have asked our messenger to share with you what she has and is experiencing in her nightly journey into this wondrous reality of the future. As we explained to you in our July 2010 message, a reunification process is in full swing throughout the universe and especially within this sub-universe. One of the most dramatic changes taking place is the blending of all spiritual, religious teachings into unified cosmic teachings under the direction of the Cosmic Council of Light. We are accepting that message for your better understanding. Shortly after the beginning of your year 2010, we gave our messenger, known in this lifetime as Ronna Herman, a vision. This vision was shared with those who attended her May 2010 opening to channel Becoming a Cosmic Telepath seminar. It is now time to share this information with all of you who are diligently seeking the path of light. We will convey this vision to you in our messenger's own words as it was given to the group who attended the event. Dearest friends, the vision I am to share with you happened shortly after the first of the year 2010. In meditation, I saw a group of shining beings in white robes standing in a half circle around a gigantic double-terminated crystal. The crystal was radiating a beautiful spectrum of colors, and there were also complex geometric patterns of light flashing throughout and from the crystal. There were others present, but the beings I recognized were A. Michael, Jeshua, Jewel Q, El Moria and Street Germain. I was told that specialized, individual information from the Masters, Archangels and Great Beings of Light would continue as before. However, in addition, there will be unified messages, wisdom teachings from many great beings, avatars and masters of the past and the future. The wisdom teachings of old are being merged wisdom teachings of the future, and they are being presented as teachings of the Cosmic Council of Light. This new information is being encoded within the Great Crystal. They likened it to a giant cosmic computer, and it will be available to those whose frequencies are compatible with the specifically graduated frequencies of the Great Crystal. The more refined frequencies you embody, the more refined levels of information you will be able to access from the Great Cosmic Crystal. I was told that any information I receive would still come through A. Michael's vibrational patterns since I am attuned to his energy. He will still relay his monthly messages to me. However, for the books I write, the Quest for Mastery School and the seminars I hold, I will also receive teachings, information from some of the members of the Cosmic Council. In order to distinguish between the two, for any unified messages council, I am to use the title, Ronna, Sacred Scribe. I will still be overlighted by A. Michael's energy, and the composite messages I receive will most often be from Archangel Michael Jeshua Jewel Q El Moria Street Germain, traversing the 7 sub-levels of the 6th dimension. Ronna, Sacred Scribe. Almost every night, through meditation and my stated intention, I go into my personal pyramid and join with my etheric replicant on the crystal table. I am often taken into the celestial city of light in our area or to other places of learning. A. Michael first told us about the cities of light which contain the 6th through 12th dimensions in December of 2004. These celestial cities are huge and beyond our imagining. Some of them overlight whole countries. He gave us a miraculous validation via a picture of the port opening over the Grimes Point, Nevada sacred site during the Ascension column activation we performed there at his request. Since that time, Hundreds of thousands of people have created an ascension column in their home locale, and many of these people regularly visit the celestial city of light that overlights their country. I am sharing my own personal impressions and experiences so that you may develop an ideal picture of what to expect when you gain entrance into the various sub-levels of the sixth dimensional region within the city of light in your area. I am sure that all the cities of light are configured the same as the one I visit, which overlights the northwestern portion of the United States. Even though the details are quite complex, I will make them as simple as possible, and I will give you only a very brief overview. Remember, there are 7 sub-levels within each of the 12 dimensions of our universe. The 13th level is where our Father, Mother God resides, with the Creator core in the innermost circle. First sub-level of the 6th dimension within the city of light, the outermost wall of the passageway is filled with alcove chambers containing the Ascension Accelerator crystal chairs. We spend time in these special chairs with radiant rays of light beaming down upon and through us to help speed up the process of cleansing, refining and purifying our negative energy patterns. Eventually, when it is appropriate, you will move into the alcove chambers on the inner wall of the passageway as you progress along the halls of passage. Second sub-level, when you have progressed to a certain level, a doorway will open in the back wall of the alcove chamber, and you will be guided into a small pyramid-shaped room. Here, you will leave an etheric replica of yourself on a crystal table as you traverse multiple levels of the 6th dimension. While you remain at this level, you will lie on the crystal table so that the appropriate 6th dimensional vibrations can flow through your physical vessel, purifying and cleansing it, in preparation for the future integration of the increasingly higher frequency patterns. Third sub-level. This is the level of higher learning wherein you will begin to receive new, vital information which you must integrate and put to use in your physical existence. I am sometimes guided to lie on a crystal table, and at other times I am placed in a crystal chair at a table. I can sense that there are beings of light within the room, but I cannot see them clearly and they do not identify themselves. Fourth sub-level. This level is filled with exquisite light frequency patterns which flow in every direction in dramatic shapes, colors and patterns. Over time, you will gradually begin to feel the difference in each color and pattern, and you will gain the ability to tell the difference in the hundreds of subtle shades of color. You will also gradually gain the understanding that the colors contain encodings of thought. However, I am sure it will take quite a long time to learn how to decipher them. I am just beginning to get a few impressions and it is sometimes quite frustrating. Fifth sub-level. This sub-level is filled with sound, glorious celestial music, tones, chanting and unique musical patterns. You will gain an understanding as to how vital sound is and the important part your own voice has in perfecting or infecting the physical vessel. It is interesting that I began experiencing this level when I was having the most difficulty with my throat since the surgery, and as the healing process was completed, I began to have an intense desire to tone the vowel sounds, which I've done regularly since that time. Also, I have chanted the 5 sacred names of the 5 sacred languages for a long time. However, suddenly, I began to sing them, and it feels so powerful and wonderful. I have also been given other instructions pertaining to using our voices as tools of transformation which I hope to share in the future. Sixth sub-level. This is the level of sacred geometry. I have not spent very much time in this level, however, I am aware that it is filled with sacred geometric patterns of light, along with sound and color. It is a true sensory world of delightful stimulus for the mind, body and soul. I will give you an update later on as I learn more about it. I know I will be spending a lot of time at this level before I am allowed to proceed to the 7th level of the 6th dimension. Please be aware, that we bring back only a minuscule amount of the frequency patterns from the 6th dimension. We are still focused on and intensely active within the 5th dimensional environment, and it will be a very long time before we are ready to feel or integrate the full force and power of any of the sub-dimensional levels above the first half of the 5th dimension. Also remember, every time you visit any of the 5th dimensional pyramids we have created, you bring back a little more of the vibrational patterns, qualities and abilities of that level. If you are willing, I strongly suggest that you set your intention to go into your personal pyramid of light before you go to sleep, and then ask to be taken into the city of light in your area so that you may take advantage of the incredible gifts that are being offered to us all. However, be aware that over time your life will change dramatically as a result, and your ascension process will speed up dramatically. There will be tests and challenges along the way, but I assure you, dear friends, it is well worth the effort. Eternal love and angel blessings, your soul sister, Rona. Archangel Michael. Remember, my brave ones, during these times when the evolution of the earth and humanity is rapidly moving forward, you can make a difference. Allow us to assist you to fulfill your mission and nurture you with our love. We are ever near to guide and protect you. I am Archangel Michael. I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel. Don't forget to check out the other